capital of the world. And tonight, folks, a couple of teams for the home team tonight. Chelsea Gray. And Williams will bring it across.
Mark, earlier today, we heard Tanae and Drea talk about duos. Skylar Diggins and Nneka Ogwumike going against Asia Wilson and Jackie Young. Top 5 in the WNBA in the pick and roll.
Here's Sykes, one of the newest members of the Storm team. Has the pass picked off by Young in transition. Wilson spins, got it. This team playing at a pretty frenetic pace at times. Playing in the .5 offensively. Right now it's Seattle on offense. Diggins.
That's the biggest improvement that I have seen from the Aces has been on the defensive end. The first time these two teams met, Seattle rung up 100+.
Diggins with a wild shot. The Aces, tight window pass inside, good.
Because on this 16-game win streak, only 3 games with 16 with
Abby Williams with the layup at the other end. Wilson getting downhill, cross court. Smith from the baseline knocks it down. Been for the Aces since coming over.
She's another scoring option. When the Aces started Kia Stokes, teams were playing the Aces 4-on-5. They've got to respect the offense of Nalissa Smith.
Gabby Williams out top, all-star this season. Off the screen by Ogwumike, they switch it.
For Seattle, whether it be McMagor or Nneka Ogwumike, they're going to punish you inside.
Diggins on the drive. Little strong off glass. Ogwumike with the board. Loose ball and out of the pack with it. Young, one more to the corner. Well, that 3. And Williams in transition in a rush. Finds Ogwumike and got stripped clean by Gray.
Chelsea Gray is making a case to be all defensive team. She's playing inside on the perimeter.
Here's Ogwumike. Aces had started 3 of 3. Nneka has been shooting the 3 at a much more prolific rate, and she knocks that down. Told me before 500 a day during her workouts.
She shoots 37%. That was her 67th 3 on the season.
Young fouled on. Young out top. Wilson, they clear out the side for her. The midi. Rebound. Jewel Lloyd with the putback player. It's been her first 10 seasons in the Northwest. Up top. Ogwumike off the shuffle cut. Lost that. Acquired from the Wings back on June 30th. D.H. Jody Young. Wilson sets the screen. Lloyd on the baseline. Tough bucket. Wow. And McMagor.
Jewel Lloyd coming off the bench. Her percentages have gone up. Her shot opportunities have gone up as well.
Seattle had the mismatch. Ogwumike defers to Will. And here comes Gray surveying. Becky Hammond a little bit earlier tonight saying that Chelsea Gray is cut like that. She's built for the playoffs. She raises the level of her play during this time of the year. Lloyd. Jewel. 24.
That 53-point loss to Minnesota and said, if you weren't embarrassed by that, you're in the wrong locker room. And she called Becky Hammond and said, that will not happen again. And since, this team has taken their play to another level.
Doing it on defense right now in the midst of a 13, folks. It wasn't pretty, but they got the message. Wilson with an auspicious bounce.
Pretty good, even though the results weren't what they wanted before the All-Star break, and she had decent numbers. Oh, they've skyrocketed, especially in this 16-game win streak.
Averaging 26 and 12 during it. Wheeler checking into the ball game. She's been a great spark off the bench for the Storm. Sykes into the corner. Ogwumike.
Yeah, both coaches talked about how important rebounding was going to be.
Ball game. Number 14, 6'6", just 19 years old.
And Mark, the last time that these two teams met, Malunga had Alicia Clark and Lee Yeru. Now there's more opportunities for the rookie to get in.
Sykes off the screen by Malunga. They're trying to post up inside, and they couldn't. Ogwumike got to go quick. Got blocked by Pack that. Off the drag screen. Here's Wilson. Back out to Young.
Las Vegas Aces.
Wilson on the wing. Had it batted away. A good knockaway by Malonga. She runs the floor and missed it. Good steal by Wilson. Pristine footwork. Now, Asia Wilson, who is now up to 6 points.
There's one area that Asia Wilson needed to improve in was playing against players with length. She has definitely worked on that.
She's guarding Malonga right now, but here's Ogwumike matched up against Wilson. Well defended, but a better shot by Ogwumike.
Footwork, Ogwumike.
That ends the drought for Seattle. Evans out to Wilson. And
it amazes me that Dominique Malonga, she's only 19.
Yeah. Ogwumike on the short roll. Young. Wilson with the screen. Kind of clipped Wheeler.
Wilson. That length by Malonga really crowding.
Williams back the other way. Malonga on the post up. That might be a welcome to the WNBA moment right there. They got 5 on 4. Wilson at the free throw line for a couple of shots. An 86% foul shooter on the regular season on ESPN. Mercury at Liberty at 8 p.m. Eastern time, followed by Lynx and Valkyries. For more on those games, please go to 12-point lead for the Aces. Malonga out top, over to Wheeler. Wheeler's hit some big shots for the Storm this year. That one comes off and couldn't connect. Diggins, meanwhile, back on the Seattle bench.
Aces bench has been key also in this 16-game win streak. Dana Evans being able to contribute.
And that's going to be a foul.
Skylar Diggins and Erica Wheeler on the floor at the same time. These are two players that can create their own shot off the bounce.
Wheeler turned the corner, got downhill, got it in one. She made that big shot a few nights ago at home in Seattle against Evans.
Noel Quinn talks about Wheeler's leadership in the locker room as well.
Hey, when you're from the bottom, when you're from Dade County, you like that.
You familiar with that?
You just kind of like that. Gray! That jumper's wet. Double digits at 12. Nice roll by Malonga and Smith. Gray on the switch on the baseline. Smith with a nice show and go and draw. And it took her a couple of months, and she's still getting, well, a school.
She's got a three-point shot as well. She's got a bright future in the W.
Smith goes 0 for 2 from the line. Seattle trying to run a little pistol action. Here's Smith. Check that Diggins. Block from the elbow. Another block by the Aces. Their third of the ball game. Williams with 4 on the shot clock. They got to get busy. Wheeler. Malonga inside. Gray off the drag screen. Lost her balance. But they retain possession with 10 on the shot. Gray on Wheeler. And left them only scored 10 points in this opening quarter. Williams off the screen. Uses her do-it-yourself kit and knocks it home with 4 on the clock. Evans trying to squeeze one off. The amount of times you were able to turn over the Aces and convert in that first quarter.
Yeah, I think that's what this game is going to have to be. We have to play out of our defense, be very active, get deflections, so that we can get this game sped up a little bit and playing in transition.
We'll start the second quarter. Back out top. Diggins off the screen by Ogwumike. There's that two-person action that...
That's the first time that combo has connected.
Young on the wing. Little empty corner two-man game. And simply Carolyn, they like to set a goal of what, between 25 and sometimes as high as 30 deflections per game as Wilson misses.
You're right, Mark. When they have 30-plus deflections, they're 13-2. There goes Erica Wheeler.
Walked into that three ball. Wheeler has really found a home in Seattle this year. Boy, a lot of physicality on that two-person action. Wilson with a tough turnaround. Diggins off the screen. Ogwumike slipped the screen and
opportunities between these two, Nneka and Skylar.
Diggins, the former All-Star, cross court. McBegor inside, couldn't rest. And Young in a rush. Gray out front, and they're fronting A'ja Wilson. She flashes to the free throw line. Boy, she's tough to stop. Points to go along with 3 rebounds.
That out-season work, scoring over bigger players with length. A'ja's learned how to create that space.
Becky Hammond talked about how they can put her down on the block or even run a bunch of guard actions for her, wing actions for her. She's that versatile. That's going to... Meanwhile, that was a second personal foul against Diggins. Young off the screen, got to the rim. Storm with a chance to cut it to 5 here. Great crossover, but a turnover by Williams. Nice hit ahead to Lloyd. Got her feet set. Aces with the rebound and the putback.
Her activity has been a plus.
Alyssa Smith in 11 minutes has 6 points. Back out top of Ogwumike. Faked one more. Young on the handles. A deep pull that goes home by Evans.
Now, the first part of the season, she was trying to be that distributing point guard. She reminded herself she was a scoring point guard and has turned it around.
Found herself a little bit. Diggins off the screen. Aces playing with a little bit of pace. Basketball. Evans with a cross. No help. Wheeler put her hand up, said...
What? Wait, you watch. Wheeler gonna have a little get back.
Yeah. Williams inside. Got it to go on the nice give and go.
You gotta make yourself an option like Gabby Williams.
Wilson sprays it out to the edge. Gray lines it up. Big time rebound inside by Young. Evans with another blow by, but couldn't. Williams inside of Ogwumike on the baseline.
Season.
Well, she's working against an all-NBA defender and getting buckets, then she's doing pretty well.
And she told me Bam did not take it easy on her, and it would tee her off.
Well, it's paying dividends. Another bucket getting into the paint. Carolyn, what do you make of the fact that so far Seattle hasn't been able to do a lot of damage in the paint, and that's usually where they butter their bread, right?
Yeah, right now it's the Aces that...
The Seattle team locked in their playoff spot on the last day of the regular season against the Valkyries. Wheeler knocking down that midi. Little light work for her.
What Noelle Quinn said is they need to be more patient, and Erica Wheeler was that time. Getting into the paint, reading the defense, and seeing that was her opportunity.
Evans off the screen. Seattle switched it. Wilson has a mismatch. They find it. Whistle, foul.
Take every shot, but when you listen, when you're playing basketball, you gotta have
the odds-on favorite has the shortest odds to win the award. Knocks down the second New York Times best-selling book that she wrote too, called Dear Black Girls.
It is a must-read.
Yeah.
Tremendous lessons in that book.
Diggins on the wing. Sykes on the drive. Comes off, and there's the stick back good.
Her eye on the basketball makes her dangerous on the offensive glass.
They go under the screen this time. Step back three is short. 12-point lead. Malonga tried to kick it out. It's deflected. Right to Diggins. Shot clock at 14. Calls for the step up. Now rejects it. Man, she hit the hydraulics. Quick crossover against the rookie. And back to courtside here, as always. Two of her most. But at the end of last season, was ambitioning. After a little bit of a turbulent assimilation process, she's really fit in.
Yeah, she played 27 playoff games with Seattle. Won championship there.
And here's Young. Young behind the Wilson screen, and it's good. Now, 1-1-1 format.
It's all pressure on Phoenix. They got to go into New York to win. And Stewie had 18, Natasha Cloud had 23, and it had to go to overtime. So we're in for a treat for this second round.
Nice turnaround jump shot ball game of 16 points for the Aces. Gray off the elbow. Back out to Wilson.
Ooh, I think Drew Lloyd may have gotten away with the travel.
Just a little one. Wilson from 17 comes off. Sykes. Lost it in traffic, and here come the Aces. Gray puts her head down, burrowing her way to the bucket. Got it back. What a dime! How did she find Smith?
Chelsea Gray's court vision. I mean, she sees things nobody else does. For Alyssa Smith.
Malonga with the roll. Wheels inside. Boy, she's having a tough night. Looked like the #1 seed, too, in that what turned out to be a blowout win against the Valkyries. El Duncan cheers.
Yeah, the depth of Minnesota and Natisha Heidemann. 18 points for the Lynx.
Williams back out to Wheeler. Diggins tried to get it inside. Wheeler pulls the three. Rebounded by Malonga. And she's now 1 for 8. Easy looks. Surprise her, folks, if you don't already know. When the lights are at their brightest, she performs at her highest level. Wheeler quickly over to Diggins. Drives the closeout. Back to Wheeler. 10 on the shot clock. 20 seconds to go in the half. Wheeler from 15 from the field. Mark Davis over here holding up one finger saying one shot. Young got the message. Jackie O